Hey YouTube, so I'm still testing the waters on what to post here because let's be honest, I want to build a more respectable fan base here rather than on TikTok. Yeah, if that's something you guys want to see, let me know in the comments. I've posted Arcade Online here before and it seems to be really successful, so we'll see what we do from there.
Now, I've known about Nova's YouTube channel for a little while. I just haven't really had any interest to delve into the content because this is exactly what it's like. You got him trying to promote his channel and sneezing within it and just keeping it in. You can cut it out, buddy. You know, I leave some goofs and gags in my videos to breeze some authenticity into it sometimes, but I'm not going to leave my snarling screeches in the video just to prove, wow, he's really just a disgusting freak. Now, Nova's YouTube channel is his attempt to try and like rebrand his image, which I don't think that's gonna work out very well for you, buddy. He hasn't been posting on TikTok a whole lot, but he's been doing some stuff over on his YouTube channel. It mostly is gaming related content, and it's like, I don't know why you would tune into Nova, of all people, for gaming content, especially in these like really overly saturated niches. I'm always confused whenever Cyraxx or Nova decides, yep, this is what I'm going to do. I'm not good at games. I don't have good camera quality. I don't have good audio quality. I don't have an interesting commentary. But I enjoy playing games, even though I suck at them, and I'm just gonna post it, and then I'll get upset when I don't have instant success. And the reason why Nova might not have instant success is exactly why a video like this exists, and it's how people like DSP gain the notoriety of being a air quote game journalist who doesn't know how to play any games. This is literally Nova's A+ content.
On this episode of First Look, because I cannot find my capture card. So that's why I am filming vertical on my phone.
You ready?
I'm getting my ass beat.
Yes. Hi there. Hi there.
Why did I have to be the one to suck at Tetris? Almost a Tetris. I might be cooked. Yeah, I was cooked. I'm locked in. Like, I am locked the hell in. Got a double there. Ah, my Joy-Cons are twisted. I'd be lying if I said I was good at Tetris. I'd be lying if I said I was good at Tetris. I actually kind of suck.
So this is the type of content that Nova decides, yep, this is what I'm going to rebrand my entire image around. Me being bad at Tetris. He can't even beat the bot in the game. Now, I'm not trying to pretend like I'm some Tetris whiz, but it literally looks like you're watching a baby play the game. He is incapable of, it's showing what pieces are coming up next. That way you can plan out your moves. He doesn't even care. His whole point of making a video like this is to try and be like, I don't know, first to the punch for a game, or to try and garner some attention from the game. But at the same time, your capture card doesn't work, so you have to record it vertically outside with the speakers on, and you just know there's some neighbors sitting next door, and he's like, oh man, the indestructible blob is outside playing on his Switch again. Dear Lord, you can hear the nice little anime sounds going off. It's very cute. Now, obviously, content like that, A+, everybody's looking for it. You know, when I'm on YouTube, I get some weird recommendations, and I literally don't think that competing with like other channels that have like 100 views on a video or something, Nova's content I don't think would ever get recommended to people. I really don't think that there is a market at all for anything like this. But Nova, he's not deterred. He is determined to win this game and be an influencer in the gaming sphere, even though he's not good or really has any interest in the games that he plays.
Hey YouTube, so I've been really enjoying the first look series that I've been doing on long form content, so I got a Gamefly subscription so I can do more first look videos for you. I'm very excited for this.
The sheer fact that Gamefly still exists, if you don't know what Gamefly is, I remember seeing ads for it back in the Xbox 360 and PS3 days where like it's like a subscription service that you can like rent out a game and then return it and get a different game, and you know, it's like a library system that you're paying for the ability to rent certain games so you don't have to pay full price for them. But the fact that it exists still, even though most consoles are moving away from physical copies of games, is confusing. And obviously we'll get into it here in a second, but Nova somehow, he complains that he never has money and he needs to pay rent and do all these other things, but at the same time he constantly is just surrounded with frivolities that he doesn't need, and that includes his Switches, that includes his Pokemon cards, and now he's moving into the sphere of PS5 reviews to showcase new items that exist that you can work with your PS5.
This, you know that you do have to have a PS5 to have this, so it's not a standalone console. So if you just wanted the PS Portal but not a PS5, then this is not for you.
So he purchases the PS Portal, and I've seen reviews of it, and I've seen different people talk about it. It seems like if you're really into gaming, you like your PS5, it can be a good on the move type of option. I don't think it's necessarily designed to compete with something like the Switch, but it's also not designed to be purchased by somebody who doesn't have a job and never brings in any consistent income, but he's gonna go out and purchase a multi-$100 system thing in order to showcase it in one video and say, actually it's pretty cool. Now his review, I'm starting to get back on board a little bit, because part of the problem with people like Nova and people like Cyraxx and other people that want to review games or whatever, they don't know what makes them interesting, therefore they fall into the same shtick of, this has 2 joysticks, the buttons are over here, it's just boring, who cares? But when their personality peeks through a little bit, ooh, you got a gem, baby.
So, I have had the PlayStation Portal for a little bit now, and today I'm going to be sharing my experiences and my thoughts on the PlayStation Portal. Now, my first impressions on it is, this thing is actually very, very comfortable to hold, but when you're like laying down and playing it, and you're like playing like this, it feels a little bit awkward. But also, the cons, sometimes it is pretty awkward to hold when you're laying down.
The man who literally cannot look down at his stomach is complaining that it's too hard to play while laying down and looking at your stomach. Just the idea that, and it's kind of crazy because you got a shelf, right? You know, you can set the little console thing on your stomach and then just look at it and play your game. Some good stabilization, your arms aren't going to get any tired. But no, turning your head like 45 degrees to look down, that's just too much work for Nova. It's too difficult. He gets way too tired doing something like that. And I also want to point out, you know, he's playing The Boys in the background, and it's like, you know, and it makes you a bit ashamed to also be listening to that type of music whenever you find out different people like this are intermingling within that community. But I just thought it was really funny. The guy who literally has a built-in advantage in order to, you know, plop anything he needs on his gut in order to stabilize it. It's just too much work for him. It's just too much. But all that considered, game reviews, system reviews, whatever he's doing on the channel, he's still finding success one way or another.
Hey all, it's Nova Cadre. I just wanted to thank you all for 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. This is absolutely crazy. I never thought I'd get this far. 95% of the way there to a silver play button. Hell yeah.
Now, I'm not sure if Nova has, like, dyslexia or something. He's got 5K subs and says that he's 95% of the way there to 100K. You got those numbers flipped around, buddy. I know. I know. Trying to figure out what 5 over 100 equals as a percentage, it's difficult. It's really difficult to try and filter that content out. I understand. And obviously, the majority of people that are paying attention to his channel are just trolls or just people interested in the confusing that exists in the internet realm. But he's not gonna reach 100K. I really don't think so. Like, the content for the most part is really mundane, and it's fortunate that you get these random moments here and there that just pop out and you're like, ooh, maybe there is something here. And it just so happens, as the title of this video suggests, Nova is trying to repair his computer. I think he has like a power issue or something, and he's trying to put in a new power supply, and it goes about as predictably as you would expect Nova trying to fix his computer would go.
Holy shit, this is a pain in the mother ass. This is my computer. If you haven't seen my latest community post, do that for some context.
So essentially, the context is that Nova hasn't been posting on TikTok because apparently he edits his TikToks on his computer, not on his phone. And so, because he had a power supply issue and the computer's not working anymore, he hasn't been able to post consistently. And that hence also why he had to record that Tetris video early on vertically on his phone and then just post it raw because he wasn't able to edit it. Now, I know the struggles of having an underpowered or not working PC in the past. A long time ago, like over a decade ago when I first started making content on YouTube, I mean, I had like a Toshiba piece of shit $230 laptop that literally couldn't even run like the most basic games on Steam. It couldn't run anything like that, and I was using like Windows Movie Maker in order to edit things. But that's still somehow more effort than anything that Nova has tried to accomplish since his computer has been having issues. Now, in the background, he's watching like a tutorial video or something to try and follow along and take out his power supply and put in a new power supply, and he just keeps on getting frustrated.
Against the case, that's totally fine. Just be careful not to hit anything with your hand as you remove the cable.
Okay, I think I might have forgotten that. Let me check.
It's the complete being out of breath for me that really pushes it over the top. He literally is sitting on his couch, rotating 5-10 degrees every once in a while, picking up his computer that probably weighs like 15 pounds. And so it's too much strenuous work for the boy. Now, he's getting frustrated because he can't figure out what he's supposed to do and how he's supposed to fix things. I'm not a computer whiz. Me personally, this might scare the hoes in chat, but I don't have any desire to ever purchase the components of a PC and putting it together. I'll just buy it pre-built. Sorry to all you PC enthusiasts out there. I can't be bothered, and if I mess something up, and nowadays it seems like it's a lot more streamlined. I remember watching like tutorial videos way in the past of people putting together PCs, and it feels like a foreign language to you. You would think you would take a little bit more time than going out and purchasing a power supply and then just turning on a random tutorial on YouTube and saying, all right guys, let's get into it. Let's fix this bad boy. It seems like a recipe for disaster, and obviously that's exactly how this is going.
Ouch. Okay. Alexa, turn down the temperature.
Sorry, what device?
Cancel.
Like, for real, dude. It's getting way too difficult that... Alexa, turn the AC down to 0 for the love of God. Don't you hear me panting and dying over here? I just had to pick up the scissors and cut off some support for some wires. I really don't know why he's doing that, because my understanding of everything that's going on here is he has this existing PC and is trying to fix it, trying to update it. Now, why would you go through the effort of ripping out every single wire that is attached to everything inside your computer, cutting away supports of where wires are running? Seems a bit counterintuitive, and then you're going to get frustrated when things don't work out perfectly, and it's the perfect encapsulation of somebody like Nova, of really anybody that I've covered on this channel for the most part, where like, they're just helpless. They like can't do anything. It's everything that they try and embark on is a failure, and it's like absolutely insane. It's kind of like when you watch the Browns or the Lions not win a game in a season, and you're like, it's almost impossible for that to happen. You would think you'd be lucky enough to just stumble into something, and these guys just never can.
Oh, I felt it wiggle. I felt it wiggle. Got it. I got it. I got the CPU power unplugged. But I am not dense. Water destroys electronics. I am not dense. Guys, do I have to unplug these cables right here? Okay, thank you. I'm trying. Fuck, why couldn't Best Buy just do this? Because of all the freaking dust in it.
Just the physique, the aura that's going around all this. We find out some little lore. Our little man tried to go to Best Buy to get them to replace this, and they said, this is too stinky and too dirty for us to bother with. Please leave our establishment. We're going to take a picture of you and hang you up on the wall so that we know not to service this man anytime he comes into our establishment. And it's kind of crazy. I've never used like Geek Squad or anything like that, so I don't know what their policies necessarily are. But if it was just dust, you would think that they'd be able to get past that. I'm imagining that there's some grime, there's some dirt. You know, Nova probably doesn't understand that there's a chance that they might be able to slip into the hard drives and see what's going on there. And that seems like a recipe for disaster for this man. So he's frustrated, he's upset, he's huffing and puffing. It's too difficult. And then he has the audacity to ask the chat, which is just full of trolls, hey guys, should I unplug this? Nah, Nova, take your scissors and cut the wires off. That way it can be wireless, baby. You know, you stuff those somewhere, you put the plugs in, and bing, bang, boom, you got wireless wires. If only somebody would have convinced him to do that.
I'm sorry, guys. I know jack shit about power supplies. And here's all the mumbo jumbo bundle cables. I'll do this on my own time.
So he literally streamed for less than like 20 minutes trying to figure all this out. And that's the thing. It's like, these people just put in zero effort of research, of trying to figure things out on their own. PCs, once you start to like get into them a little bit, become much more apparent. But like, once again, I don't want to be the one that's going to mess up my PC. I want to be the one taking scissors to my machine and voiding the warranty of anything that exists within there. I'll pass on that, Chief. That's not down my alley. That doesn't seem like something I really be interested in. But Nova can't figure that out. And also, I guess it would kind of be a shtick of him just being like, I don't have the money to hire a professional to do this, blah, blah, blah. I gotta do it all on my own. And it's like, well, I guess it's free entertainment for the rest of us. Now, he eventually gets something put together, and he releases a short showcasing the sounds and the inability of the computer to actually run.
If it's not one problem, it's another. So the first HDMI cable I tried out didn't work, so I tried a second one, and on my TV, all that's showing is my PS5.
So for some reason, his computer setup is sitting on top of storage bins. That sounds pretty good. And then just throw your $10 monitor on top of that bad boy, and you're ready to game, baby. That's the Cyraxx setup if I've ever seen one. And I'm making a lot of comparisons to him today. I apologize, but I feel like in this particular realm, Cyraxx is the upper hand. So it's no surprise that these two might overlap together with their own thoughts and originality. But it sounded like, I don't know, like a weed whacker's going off on the inside. It doesn't sound like something's properly connected, or maybe there's wires in the way of fans or something. I don't know what's going on inside there, but it doesn't sound very good. Now, unfortunately, there's a sad ending to this video, and it's the fact that Nova made another community post claiming that he was able to fix his PC and that now it's operating. So we'll see if he comes back in full force trying to post new things. But this was an initial dive into his YouTube channel, see what's really going on over there, because I haven't really explored it all that much. And until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.